right. So on the program this morning, we are going to be talking about road safety, how we can stay healthy during the Easter season, to be very, very precise. Easter is this weekend, and there's a whole lot. So we're scrutinizing FRSC strategy for a smoother ride during the Easter festivities. And joining me in the studios this morning, I have Deputy Corps Commander Adeyemi Bashir Oyewole, who is of the Federal Road Safety Corps right here in Lagos. Mr. Oyewole, nice to have you in the building. Good morning.
Good morning.
And how are you doing?
Very cool.
All right, let's talk about FRSC and the strategies you guys are putting in place for the Easter season, which is just a few days away. What does the strategy look like?
Thank you very much. Thank you, listeners. The Federal Road Safety Corps RS 2.1 Legal Sector Command has put in place a robust traffic management system to ensure that motorists have a seamless movement in and around Lagos, and by extension towards Lagos-Ibadan Expressway.
Right.
Some of the strategy put in place is that we want to ensure maximum visibility during this period, because we believe that through this we'll be able to achieve the set objective.
Okay. So maximum visibility. You want more men? Are you going to be putting more men on the road during that period?
Definitely. Now, not only more men, we are going to deploy many patrol vehicles on our roads. It will cut across all our our unit commands in Lagos.
Okay. So most of the commands here in Lagos, they'll have more men, more equipment.
Exactly. Not limited to patrol vehicles alone. We are going to deploy our ambulances in case of emergency. We are going to deploy high capacity tow truck and as well low capacity tow truck that can tow vehicles that broke down off the road to avoid gridlock. Those are the strategies put in place now.
All right. Let's talk about the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway first up, because that's a major choke point. A lot of times when there's a little breakdown, you have one or two issues that would crop up. So talk to me. Your sector command covers from which part of Lagos-Ibadan Expressway to what part?
In road safety, we don't have boundary,
okay,
so to say. But going by your question, our boundary, which I will call an artificial boundary between Lagos and Ogun State, is Kara Bridge.
Okay.
We cover up from the Lagos towards Ibadan Expressway, and our boundary is Kara Bridge. But okay, like I said,
let's take this call. Just hold on.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
My name is Oki Manuel.
Oh, Oki Manuel. It's nice to have you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just what you mentioned earlier concerning the high capacity vehicle.
Yes.
Along the corridor roads.
Yes.
Vehicle has been removed a while back.
Oh, good.
Just waiting for you. Thank you.
That's very good. Thank you so much. All right. So those of you on that stretch, if you're coming in towards mile 12, Itawolo, he says that high capacity bus has been taken off, so it's much better driving through that corridor. All right. So you said the priority on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway?
Yes. Before now, we've carried out a road audit, what we call road audit on that axis. And we've been able to identify some problematic spots that used to cause crashes and as well as cause obstruction when there's a breakdown.
Okay.
So what we've done is to permanently place our men at the exit where we call Enyo. So, yes, Enyo. That Enyo area.
Okay, that's the Enyo filling station.
Enyo filling station. Because what we observe is that immediately there's a little breakdown. Nigerian driver, very impatient, sorry to say, they will want to drive against
flow of traffic.
So we ensure that we block that exit.
Okay.
So that they won't have access to the express to block the road.
Okay.
So and there our men will now be on the other side of the road managing flow of traffic.
Which is good. So that's one of the spots that you've identified. Any other place?
There's another place at Opik. What we do is that the residents of Opic residents,
Oh, that's Opic Estate.
Estate, when they want to cross to the other side, they used to slow down traffic. And the vehicles coming from Lagos end, comprising of those smaller and bigger vehicles, the articulated vehicles.
All right.
They are not so patient to allow them to cross to the other side seamlessly. So what we've done is that we now position our men at that axis, and we are working in tandem with the people that are residing in that area to get alternative exit route. Because most times when the people, the Opic resident estate people want to cross on the other side,
it's always a challenge.
It's always a challenge. And all these agricultural vehicles coming from the Lagos end, you cannot guarantee their braking system.
Is there any alternative route? I thought that was the only place that they can make use
That
of.
is what we are exploring now.
Okay.
That's
All right.
what we are exploring.
Let's see how that goes. So that is still very much in the pipeline. But in terms of the articulated vehicles, what kind of strategy are you using to manage them?
We are not managing them right on that spot. We are managing them right from their loading bay. How do I mean?
Talk to me.
On the various depot in Nigeria, where they are loading PMS, most especially PMS, we have our men there that are checking the minimum safety standard for all those vehicles before they can load in that depot. Any articulated vehicle, most especially the tankers that are loading PMS, who did not meet up to this standard, by our standard, will not be allowed to go out of that depot. That is, we are trying to check the problem right from source, so that by the time they get on the road, they will not be creating problems for us.
All right. So one thing that motorists do experience on that particular stretch is the breakdown of these articulated vehicles. A lot of times, if you're coming into Lagos, probably at the wee hours of the morning, there's one tanker or perhaps one articulated vehicle broken down, and that leads to a whole lot of headache for motorists.
Well,
is there any answer that FRSC will bring you to bear, especially during this festive season that's coming?
As a matter of fact, we cannot rule out the breakdown of these articulated vehicles on this road. One, majority of these vehicles are aged, prone to break down one time or the other.
All right.
So proactively, that is why we have standby heavy duty vehicles, tow truck, that responds to this kind of a thing promptly, so that.
Okay. So you have that in place?
Yes.
And also you work in collaboration with other
sister
agencies
like LASEMA and the like.
Okay then. Lagos Traffic Radio, that is 6.1 FM. We're talking road safety during the Easter season. And of course, I have with me in the studios Deputy Corps Commander Adeyemi Oyewole, who's of the FRSC Sector Command right here in Lagos. If you have any questions for him, feel free to connect with us 080-99120777 and 091-5387-7127. Is your men are very visible on the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Let's talk about other adjoining routes towards Lagos. Do we see your men on the Lagos Abeokuta Expressway corridor?
Yes.
Are they there?
They are there.
Okay.
We are like I said the other time, what we have is artificial boundary in the core. We have a unit command located at toll gate.
And then they connect with those in Lagos.
Connect with those in Lagos.
All right. What about the Krodu linking out towards Shagamu? Do you have men on that stretch?
Exactly. Well? We have men there. We have a unit command in Ikorodu.
All right.
Covers that axis.
Okay.
247.
Do you have one in Ekpe Ijebu corridor as well?
Yes, we have a unit command located in the Ekpe.
And what about the Lagos Badagry?
Yes, there's one here too. In fact, we have about 2 or 3 around that axis. So we have commands and we have outposts.
Right. So what's the preparation? I mean, for those in all those areas, because a lot of times people seem to drift towards the Lagos Ibadan Expressway. Do you have plans to say, look, let's also free these axes, people making use of those corridors as well, out towards Lagos?
Yes, it's a well-coordinated operations. All those commands that I've mentioned now, they are under the Lagos Sector Command. And whatever we do here at the Sector Command, they replicate it on that axis too. So this strategy that we put in place to cover this Lagos-Ibadan Expressway axis is always being put in place on those corridors. They have their own tow truck, the personnel are there, and they are going to be mobilized maximally during this period.
All right, then Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. Message here says movement from Excellence Hotel down to Latif Jakonde Junction. Very, very good, both in and out. And from the junction to Omole Junction down to Grammar School. FRSC, Beja, very good on both sides as well. Says even though it is busy, but no impediment at the moment unless alternations in various points. All right, then Latif Jakonde to Coca-Cola. Both sides are very, very good too, and I understand things are still looking pretty good. This is Raphael Jeramil. Okay, thank you so much, Raphael, our live motorbike reporter. He's been able to come through all those corridors, and he's sending in the in-swingers as well. Feel free to connect with the FRSC this morning as we talk road safety during the Easter season. If you have any questions for my guest, you can feel free to connect with us. 080-99-120-777 and 091-5387-7127. Now that the Easter season is here. All right, so what's the approach really? What's the approach that your men will be applying for motorists and road users?
Like I said earlier on, there is this period. One, we want to ensure maximum visibility on the road.
Right.
And some part of the things that our men will be doing. It's not only...
so is it going to be full enforcement, or you guys will just look at it? If you do anything, well, let me just correct you and go.
The two will go together hand in hand. Enforcement and enlightenment.
Okay.
And then what we want to focus in this enforcement aspect, because we've discovered that there's some attitude imbibed by our men that are really causing crashes on Nigerian road. And that we are exploiting this festive period, people want to enjoy.
What are some of those attitudes?
Some of this attitude, driving.
Okay, drinking and driving,
use of phone while driving, all this recklessness of laying indiscipline. That is we are focused on this period.
Let's talk about the use of phones now. Mm-hmm. So, how should a phone be used? Because some have said, I mean, if I make a hands-free, if I use a hands-free device, I mean, it's still allowed for me to drive safely rather than for me to carry the phone in my hand.
Thank you very much. Apart from then being in contrast with what the national rule traffic regulation says, there is this saying that you cannot serve
two masters
at the same time equally. When we are talking of the use of, what is the wisdom behind this campaign of not using phone while driving? This one, you have this distraction. It's a major problem.
Okay, you're going to be distracted.
Equationed by use of phone while driving. There is no way you will not be distracted using phone and at the same time driving. And remember, driving requires 100% concentration.
All right, that's a message here that just popped in. This one says, good morning, sir. What are the current requirements for a first-time applicant for a driver's license? Thank you. Susan is sending that one in. Requirements.
Okay, thank you very much. I think the starting point for you to obtain a fresh driver's license is the driving school.
Okay, so you must go to a driving school.
You must go to driving school, complete the session. From there, you now proceed to VIO, who will do the testing for you. When you pass and you are satisfied, then you now refer you to the Federal Road Safety Corps for capturing.
All right, there's a message here that says, good morning, Deputy Corps Commander. Say we are in a digital age. Why are our driver's license not done digitally too? So it doesn't always have to be a physical paper. Sheung Ibrahim is sent that one. Thank you so much, Sheung.
Well, I agree with you. We are in the digital age, but I want to assure you that the Corps is not unmindful of what is obtainable. And I feel we believe that we are working towards this. The core is working towards this. But this is a policy, whatever.
All right,
that is what I can say.
08099120777 and 09153877127. The Easter season is approaching this weekend. That's Easter. And we're asking, what is the road safety putting in place? What's the strategy that they're going to be putting in place for a very, very smooth ride? My guest, who is the Deputy Corps Commander, is saying they have everything in place right now to ensure that you can move smoothly during that period. All right. If you have any reservations or perhaps any concerns that you want to bring to his attention, feel free to bring that on board, and of course he'll be there to respond. 08099120777. This one says, Victor, thank you for the advocacy you do during festive seasons. Those that need it most are the commercial bus drivers, but unfortunately they don't listen to radio. Can the FRSC liaise with the NURTW and enlighten them on the dangers of driving under the influence? Mrs. Okoye is sending that one. Thank you so much, Mrs. Okoye. So what would you say to that?
Thank you for that question. All I will say that what we need to do, or what we are going to do, is to intensify public enlightenment program for our commercial bus drivers. Because even before this, the festive period, we used to enlighten. We used to go to motor parks to enlighten the commercial bus drivers. We only need to intensify these activities. It's not as if we are not doing it before. We are actually doing it, and we are appealing to their conscience. We are appealing to them that life has no duplicate. They should please be careful while driving.
Okay. Do you normally have engagements with them?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do.
All right. 08099120777. This campaign will run from when to when, but let's take this call first off. Hello there.
Good morning, Victor.
Good morning.
Good morning, the Sector Commander.
Good morning.
And thank you for the enlightenment.
Thank you.
My concern is not about the strategy. My concern is about inability to get captured at Odonguyon office.
All right, who are
almost a week now.
Who are we speaking with? Who are we speaking with, ma'am?
I'm Mrs. Bakari.
Oh, okay.
Good morning.
Yeah, good. Go ahead, madam.
It's almost a week now. There has been no network for people to capture to get their driving license.
Okay.
And I don't know what the sector is doing about that.
Okay.
So my driver that I just engaged to get driving license, and he has been doing there for almost 4 times now. No network.
Okay.
Something about that.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma. I want to say that I think this problem is a one-off issue, because for some time now we've not been having we are having seamless capturing of a driver's license with what the Corps has put in place now. I think this one should be a one-off issue, and I believe soonest it will be sorted out.
Okay, so that's at the Dogunyo driver's license.
Yes.
We do not know if for other centers are also facing the same thing, but we're not sure yet, right? Okay, then 08099120777. Hopefully that will be fully resolved any moment from now, Mrs. Bakari, and all of that will be tackled. It appears people are asking more questions about driver's license these days. That shows the urgency or perhaps the seriousness of that aspect of your job right here in Lagos. All right, this one says, sir, some of your officials overlook errant drivers because of bribe. I have witnessed a few. So how do we report such officers who are tarnishing the image of the FRSC? You didn't put your name. Thank you so much. So how can people report that to you?
Thank you very much for that question. I want to tell you boldly that the Corps has zero tolerance for bribe collection.
Zero tolerance for bribery?
Yes.
Okay. All right. But if they see anything like that, how can they report? Do you guys have lines that they can report to?
Yes. Apart from using the 122 line for emergency situation, you can still use that number to report any errant officer. And apart from that, I will advise there is this app
Okay.
that you can download from
The App
Play
Store?
Yeah, from the App Store.
Or the Play Store?
Yeah, or the Play Store.
Okay.
Download it,
And then you can get to you.
and you can get it.
All right. Let's see if we can take some more reactions.
Hello.
Hello there. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. What's your name?
My name is Solomon Omotosho.
Okay.
I'm calling from Ikoyi.
Go ahead, Solomon.
Please, somebody mentioned the issue of a driver's license stuff at Odogunyo.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a one-off thing. That thing has been there. It has been protracted. Look, my wife has been going there since last year. Up till now, they keep on giving her 3 months stamping. Go, we'll call you back, we'll do this one. I did my own 3 months after our own in Abuja. Do you know, I got my own 2 weeks after.
Wow.
That was in April 2025. So up to now, Odogunyo is not effective. Let us be honest to ourselves. Please, the deputy corps commander should not defend them.
Okay. All right.
They are not doing their work at all. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for confirming that for us, Solomon. I'm sure that the corps commander too is listening. That's the sector commander, and I'm sure something should be done about that. So, like he's saying, it goes much beyond just the network, right? So perhaps something better can also be put in place. All right, 08099120777, 09153877127. Gradually winding to the end of the program. This one says, hello. Says, sir, some of your officers are overzealous during festive seasons. Please, they still need constant and continuous training, especially in areas of empathy. You didn't put your name too, but thank you so much. So, how can that be done, really? Because he's talking about the fact that some of your men are not discretionary, so to say. So, they lack empathy when it comes to carrying out enforcement. What would you say to that?
This issue of empathy that my brother made mention of, or whatever made mention of, to me, I want to say it's relative. How do I mean?
Talk to me.
Some people, when they violate traffic law, which is very glaring, the next thing, they want to escape being booked or being charged for that offense. They start pleading, begging, and so on and so forth. So by the time maybe the officer are there, this, if I should allow you to go, this could be the consequence. So I will not allow you to go. Like, for instance, a vehicle that is...
Okay, let's take this call. Just hold on 1 second. Hello there, good morning.
Is that
Yeah, this is Traffic Radio. What's your name, sir?
Yes, my name is Balogun.
Balogun, where are you calling from?
Yes, regarding the driving license issue, I captured the article that was March 2025.
Okay, now your line is not very clear, but I'm sure you want to talk about Odogunyo, right?
Let me go back.
Okay, please do. That's if time would really permit. But I know some of you are trying to really express yourself. This one says, I have a message here. Let me quickly run through it. It says, Tunde, I'm Tunde from Ikeja. I say, my question is, my vehicle inspection is going to expire July 26, but my roadworthiness has expired, and I want to renew the roadworthiness and the issue photocopy for me, that before I can collect the certificate, I have to renew the vehicle inspection paper, which has never expired yet. What should I do? Okay, so my question is, what should I do? Okay, I don't know if you understand him.
I understand him, but I want to say that this is not under the purview of the Federal Road Safety.
Okay, so he needs to get in touch with VIS.
VIS.
All right. Please, Tunde, if you can get across to the VIS or perhaps the MVAA, they should be able to explain that better, and then they will be able to let you in on how you can navigate. What I know is that I think they take away this money that Odogunyo Driver's License Center is an area that needs to be worked on, right? Okay. And I'm sure you're going to be taking this away, right?
Definitely.
Okay. And most people are trying to connect with us. But for those who would like to connect with the FRSC in Lagos, how can they do that? You said they can download the app?
Yes.
What's the app called?
FRSC.
FRSC app.
Yes.
All right. They should download it. And of course, they'll be able to
access a lot of information on that app.
All right, we'll leave it at that for now because not much time left on the program this morning, and I'm sure that any time we're through with the festive season, you'll be back to talk to us, right? When is the festive season, the operation is starting when? Thursday, Friday?
We start 3 days before the Easter period.
So which is tomorrow?
Which is tomorrow.
And
then 3 days after.
Which will be next week, Wednesday.
Exactly.
We'll leave it at that for now. It's nice having you in the building. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
Okay then, so we'll be able to reflect a bit on FRSC's strategy for a smoother ride during the Easter festivities. And I can tell you, Deputy Corps Commander Adeyemi Bashir Oyewole, who is the FRSC Sector Commander the second in command of the FRSC Sector Command in Lagos, has been with us. We have to go. The program has been produced by Akan Hussein. I say a big thank you to Daniel Downsey of our social media unit. Same for Remy Aluko. Our executive producer is Tayo Akonle. My name is Victor Oteri. Have a great day. Bye.